Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a no makeup look. I thought about how I have a lot of friends in my following that are moms, or they just get up really early for work, and sometimes it's really hard to do this bold, glamorous, beautiful look. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I asked people to ask me questions. I figured while I'm doing kind of a tutorial get ready with me that I could answer some questions as well. I already have my eyebrows on. The reason for that is because I have not gotten my eyebrows done. They are atrocious. I already have my face toned and moisturized, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my primer. The primer that I use is a Professional. This is amazing if you have texture right here in this area like I do. And then I just pat it in my areas where I have that texture. Next I'm going to do my foundation. So I do mix two different foundations. I do the Hourglass foundation stick, and I start off with that, and I'm in the shade Shell. Just like so. Everyone freaks out when I do my foundation. I do use a lot. I'm also using the Marc Jacobs foundation brush. So I use a foundation brush for this because this seems to be the best way to blend it all in. So obviously you want to blend it down your neck. After I'm done with that, I go ahead and use the Lock It foundation by Kat Von D, and this is the shade Medium 5-4. So I'll just put about that much on my hand and then use a damp beauty blender. This is the Morphe Beauty Blender. And I have is, what ethnicity are you? A lot of people ask me all the time if I am Spanish. I am not, actually. I do have some Cherokee Indian in me, so I think that's where I get my dark hair. Now that I'm finished with my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer. So I use the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. I do love the Tarte Shape Tape as well. I just really like this color. So I go really light when it comes to my concealer. And this is the shade Fair, which I think is the lightest shade that they have. I get really dark bags under my eyes, so that's why I use the lightest shade that I can. Again, just going with the same beauty blender, and I do use a damp beauty blender, by the way, for my foundation. It is amazing. If you have not done it, do it. It'll forever change your life. I'm done with my concealer. I go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder and I set everything. What I do is I just go back in with the same damp beauty blender and you're just going to press that powder into your skin. And this is used so that your foundation does not crease throughout the day. So again, I'm just pressing that into my skin, making sure that it's fully in there, and I'll just go throughout my whole face. My second question is if I always knew that I wanted to do makeup in YouTube. It actually, I started out doing modeling locally out here in Colorado, and that is kind of where it started for me to get into the beauty industry. And then I started to do my own makeup and my own hair for my photo shoots when I wasn't able to get a makeup artist. And then people just started asking me who did my makeup in my pictures, and I would tell them I did it myself and they wanted me to do it for them. So that's how I kind of got started into just doing makeup. I really got involved in watching tutorials and makeup videos on YouTube, and it just kind of blossomed from there. And I got really obsessed with YouTube, was watching it every single night, and just got really involved and wanted to make my own channel. So that's how that started. I'm going to be doing my contouring, so of course I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. For the first part of it, I'm going to use this Morphe brush right here, and that's just going to be used to carve out my cheekbone. You can see in everyone's face, you'll always have your hairline, and then right here you'll have a little swoop right here. What I like to do is go a little bit under the swoop right to where my ear starts, and that's where I go for my contouring. So you can see my cheekbone usually is about like this. So I'll just do a straight line just to get that carving out. And I usually go about halfway down my cheek. I don't like to go all the way down. So as you guys can see, there's that. So now I'm going to go in and just blend that out. I'm going to be using the Morphe M437 brush. It is a bit of a smaller brush because I want to be able to get in there and really get that cheekbone carved out. So I'm just blending that out. So my next question that somebody asked was, do I want to make YouTube a career, and is that something that I expect to get bigger in my life? Yeah, I mean, I definitely love, like I said, I definitely love YouTube. I want to be able to do this. I just love how the industry is with YouTube. I love so many YouTubers, and I love making videos for people. I enjoy it so much, and this is something that I just do on my spare time. It's not, I don't get paid for it right now. I do it because I love it. So I'm just going to go in with the same brush and the bronzer, and I'm going to go ahead and just do my hairline here, right there, bring it up. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just the biggest thing, is that I just love doing it. I would love to make a career out of it, but it is definitely a very competitive career to get into. And then next, what I like to do is go in with a smaller brush. So this is another Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name, but it is a smaller brush right there, as you can see. And then what I do is I dip it in that bronzer and I just carve out my nose. I love contouring my nose. I just think it looks so good. So I just go through and I blend out that harsh line a little bit. Like that. And then right here, and I'm just carving out that jawline as well. Just like so. So if you get kind of a more of a harsh line than you had wanted, it's always okay to just go back in with that beauty blender and kind of just soften that out. I love having super harsh cheekbones, but some people do not. So you can always go back in with your beauty blender. So after that is done, I do my blush. So I never really was into blush before I got into makeup. I just never really used it that much. So I only use one blush color normally. I have two that I've tried out, but I do use the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. This color and this color. Those two colors right there. So I'll just dabble in both of them. And then just do my apples of my cheeks. As you can see. I don't like having really harsh blush. So just apples of the cheeks again. Like that. And then I go through and I blend it out more so that you can't see the complete line between the blush and that. So since we are doing the no makeup look, I went ahead and did, so I'm a huge highlighting person, so I'm trying to tone it down a little bit and make it not as bam in your face. Go in with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost, and this is the Peach Goddess. So it is, I mean, a really beautiful highlighter, but it does have this kind of peachy color to it. So it does help with the skin tone and how you have in just to make it a little bit more natural. Obviously highlighting is not natural, but I can't not highlight. So you don't have to highlight for this look. You can completely leave it just like this and it looks good. I'm just so used to having highlight that I think it looks so weird when I don't have highlighted cheekbones. So just go in like that. And you're just gonna do part right here. And just like that. And then what I always do is I go in with another brush and I blend that out. It's really easy when you're doing your contour and your blush and your highlight to have it stacked, and then you can see the difference between the lines on all of them. Then I'll just go in through here, do the bridge of my nose, grab my finger, do the tip, and Cupid's bow. Just like so. Like that. And I bring it up a little bit where my bone is for my eyebrow. I'm not going to get too crazy with my eyeshadow. What I am going to use is my trusty Morphe 35T palette. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color right here. It is a little bit darker than the eyelid, but what I'm going to do is just start the bridge of my eye and just pull it into the inner corner of my eye and just kind of blend that out a little bit. So my last question is, what is my favorite makeup brand? I don't necessarily have a favorite makeup brand. I tend to use a lot and I love trying out new products. If I have to say the most makeup that I have with one brand would probably be Morphe. They just have such a variety of makeup. They have a liner, they have their palettes, they have brushes, they have beauty blenders, they have contouring, they have everything. So I do have a lot of Morphe and it is more affordable. I do have a lot of Jeffree Star product as well, but I wouldn't say that those are like just my one favorite product. I love all makeup. After I have that brown blended out, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a softer color with this color right here. So I'm just putting that on the whole lid, just like so. I'm not going to be doing any eyeliner for this look. Obviously, we want it to look really natural, so I'm just going to, of course, go in with Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I'm just going to apply that to my lashes. Normally, I would say no look is complete without fake lashes, but since we are doing that natural look, I'm not going to apply any lashes, so I did just apply that to my eyelashes. I'm going to wait for it to dry before I curl them. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, I am going to use the Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Skinny Dip. The look is complete without some makeup setting spray, so I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter, obviously. Okay guys, so that is it for this look. Anybody can wear it. It's beautiful, it's fun, and simple for just everyday use. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe before you leave down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Mwah.